How you guys doing? Chris Walton, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Boot Camp Beta Zeta, May, Spring 05. About to interview my auntie, and she's going to tell you about her history as a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. All right. Auntie, could you tell them your name for the record?
Oh, what are you doing? My name is Dolores West Alexander.
Dolores West Alexander. All right. And how long have you been a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated?
Since 1952.
1951 or 52?
52, I think. It's been so long.
Okay.
Cause see, I'm Zeta born, Zeta bred. When I die, be another Zeta dead.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your process and how did you come about or knowing about Zeta Phi Beta?
I knew about Zeta Phi Beta from a teacher at Hamilton School. Her name was Helen Waterford. And then later I was introduced to a very, very Zeta lady named Carlotta Stewart. She worked at, I think she worked at Blue Washington at the time. She was a Zeta. And my girlfriend of life played Zeta, but she never asked me to play Zeta. She's Hamiltonian too. And Mrs. Waterford never asked me to play Zeta. They did what they did in I guess slick ways. They were just nice to me. And I had an opportunity to go Delta. I had an opportunity to go AKA, but I did not accept scholarships from either because I knew what I was going to do, and I just couldn't do that. I did get a Zeta scholarship, and I made a deal with them. I accepted the scholarship. I told them I would accept their scholarship if they would let me have half of it the first semester and give my girlfriend the other half so that she could go to school.
So basically, you helped somebody else with a Zeta scholarship go to college with you as well?
Half of mine.
Okay.
And I knew by the end of that year that my mama would have figured something else out so that this girl could go to school.
Okay. And when did you graduate from Booker T. Washington?
Never. I'm Hamilton born, Hamilton bred. When I die, I'll be another Hamiltonian dead.
So when did you graduate from Hamilton?
1949.
1949. And you entered what college?
Lemoyne.
Okay.
Not Lemoyne Owen, Lemoyne. It was just Lemoyne.
Okay. So it was just Lemoyne College? All right. What did you major in at Lemoyne?
Education.
Education? Okay.
Elementary education.
All right, so tell me about your process in becoming a Zeta and becoming an initiate into Zeta Phi Beta.
Okay, well, I pledged, went in September, and I think we pledged in January. And then the next year, we went online, 11 sharp, smart, good-looking ladies. We went online. There were 11 of us. We had the biggest number online that year, and we were the sharpest. We had royal blue skirts, white blazers, navy blue shoes. We had royal blue blazers, white skirts, and of course the shoes were the same. But we dressed every day. We dressed. We were sharp, and we went through the initiation. They did things that they were scared of. They carried us to the cemetery, and the lady that was leading me led me into a tombstone, cut my leg. And she was scared, and all the rest of them were scared too. So I was hurt, just could not walk.
Okay.
Well, they wanted to go to the cemetery, so we just make them stay there a while.
Okay.
So after a while, my girlfriend, they would do things to me, wanting her to say something, but she never said, anything.
Okay.
So she said, "Is your leg really hurting that bad?" I said, "No, but they want to be in the cemetery. Be in the cemetery. Let them keep them up in here a while. And everybody's scared of no cemetery."
So you played tricks on them as well?
Yeah. Cause see, I used to go over in Elmwood and study on my break sometimes.
Mm.
We just sit on one of those tombstones and study sometimes. My girlfriend and that.
Okay.
So finally she came up to me. She said, let's let them go. They won't. They ready to get out of here. Okay. So we did. Then we went to the funeral home. They said the body was a man in there in a casket. They said he was dead.
Uh-huh.
So I said, well, I'm gonna find out. So I hit him with my powder, because you know if you're dead, you don't feel anything.
You hit him with your powder? Okay.
He got up out of there too. He sure did. He got up out of there.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we had fun with. And another thing I had fun with, I had two friends. One was Delta and the other was AKA. We met up one night, so we decided to make them sweat. So we went in a restaurant and sat up there while they were looking for us.
Uh-huh.
They found us. Who cared? We didn't care.
Did they powder y'all when they caught you?
I think the Delta and I think the Delta's paddled Lorraine. I don't know what they did to Julia. I don't remember, but they punished me with gonna eat some worms or something crazy. I'm not gonna feed nobody no worms. Screaming and going, oh, nothing but some spaghetti. And well, I was always punished for something. You always got a snitcher who's scared and tells everything. And it's so ironic, that snitcher, me and that snitcher, we're the only two of 11 living.
Really?
She lives in Ohio. She's cancer. But she's doing well, though.
Okay.
But that was one of the things we did. And one night, what were we doing that night? I think that might have been the night we were eating the worms. No, that night we ate the shredded wheat. And that was supposed to be something, I don't know, something stupid they called it. But anyway, I knew they were going to eat, and somebody told that I said, oh, I know what I ain't going to eat all this, I'm going to put this down in my bra. And so I said, you put it in your bra, you ain't got to eat it. And somebody told it. And of course, I got a whipping that night. But that was something that that girl wanted to do anyway. So, I took the whipping until I got tired of her. And after she hit me again, I was going to beat the hell out of her right in there. So, she said I was insubordinate to a big sister. And I was off the line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day I had my clothes on.
Really? Okay.
So they wondered, where are your clothes? I said, she said I was off the line.
Mm.
But we didn't vote on it. I said, well, I don't know nothing about no voting and all like that. All she said to me was that I was off the line. So I got off the, so I just wore my clothes. So I said, well, you're going to have to get permission to go home and change clothes. I ain't going to get permission to go home and do nothing. She told me I was off and I was off. And everybody was wondering, Dolores, they put you off? Please, come on. but so, I was on, the next day.
Okay.
Those are just some of the things that happened to us. But it was nice. And then after we were made, the next group, oh God, it was the worst group I ever seen in my life. It was about 12 of them.
Uh-huh.
Drunkers, that's what they were.
Mm.
We were down on Provine one night, and we were at a beer garden on the corner of Mississippi and Provine. Somebody sent them to the store for something. They went up in the beer garden and got drunk.
Mm.
They got drunk.
Did y'all get them?
Yeah, we did. That we got them. We punched them. Some of them got 2 or 3 licks. I never used the paddle. I still believe in that.
Okay.
I just believe in that because it's too easy to go wild with a paddle. So I just didn't. There were other ways. And I had a girl last year. Yeah, she came to the Hamilton Gala, and she was laughing. She said, I remember one time you had me over to your house. Huh? Oh, beef brisket.
Beef brisket.
Um, she said you told me to come over to your house and clean up your room and mop your kitchen. She said when I got over there, I told Miss Thelma, that's my mama, I didn't feel good, so she told me to go in there and lay down. She said you were so mad you didn't know what to do. You saw purple, so she wouldn't even let you come in the room where I was. But I enjoyed my college life, and being a Zeta was a part of it. Even after I got on campus, I was honored. I had the president's wife sent to me one day, and my English teacher told me that Miss Price wanted me class. And she wanted to talk to me about pledging Delta. And I was always very truthful about it. I told them no, I wasn't interested. And I wasn't, because I had made up my mind what I was going to do. And it's like I told a little girl at church one Sunday. Her cousin came up to me and said, Miss Alexander, did you see Tanya and all that red? I said, yeah, I did, but I didn't pay attention to it. He said, she pledged Delta. She made Delta. I said, oh my God, poor child. He said, Miss Alexander, are you a Delta? I said, nope. I'm a member of the same sorority your auntie is a member of. I said, you see, I had made 2 mistakes. 3 strikes you out. I said, so no, I didn't pledge Delta because 3 strikes, see, I would have been out. That would have been 3rd mistake. I would have been out. But we had fun.
Yes, ma'am.
I enjoyed it. And I've never regretted it. And my girlfriend called me the other day, and she said that, you know, this is our centennial year. And she said that this is my girlfriend. She lives in San Antonio, Texas. And we've always been friends in childhood. She said, if I treat you and pay all of your expenses, will you go to the buffet this year? I said, no, because you know I ain't flying nowhere. I ain't flying nowhere. She wanted me to go to the buffet this year. She's going to pay all of my expenses. I told her, no. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I've never tried to influence anybody to do anything, because I think you ought to do what you want to do, and I think you ought to do what's going to make you happy.
I'm on my way down there now.
I have friends who have joined sororities since they've been grown, and they're about the biggest fools I've ever seen in my life, some of them.
Yes, ma'am.
But my attitude is, if you didn't want me when I was at Lemoyne, you could forget me once I got out of there. I just wouldn't. And then I had a very nice thing to happen to me. I was at a girlfriend's house one night.
Thank you for the meal. I gotta go get my baby.
No, she called me, and she said, do you have any Zeta material? And I said, no, but I can probably get you some from somebody. And I said, I'll call Carlotta Stewart to see. She can tell me somebody who might have some, material. I said, who you getting it for? She said, I'm getting it for myself. I said, you pledging? She said, yeah. She said, I'm pledging. I said, you pledging Zeta? She said, after being your friend all my life, what else do you think I would pledge? But and I had never asked her to pledge, and I just thought that was a real compliment. I thought that was a real compliment. But I enjoyed my college life.
Okay.
As a Zeta, we were great. We had a lot of smart kids in there. I wasn't the smartest, but I passed. But I was the soloist, choir soloist. And we just had fun.
It was good. The gumbo was real good.
Oh, thank you,
He
thank
does a
you.
really good job, doesn't he?
I appreciate you.
I may be back. Okay, I may be back later, but I'm gonna go down here and check on Mama.
Come on,
How
okay.
she doing?
I see y'all later.
Y'all be good.
All right,
Bye-bye.
now.
Y'all be good.
Where's Lil Ed? He going back in the back.
All right.
You sitting on the couch.
We're
There he is right
gonna
there.
wrap this up. So, what would you tell these young sorors, because you've been in since around 1951, because you came in 2 years before Mama Parker, Charlene Parker, and she came in Delta in '53. You were there 2 years before her. Is that right?
Yeah, and she was, it's Lillian's sister. Okay,
Okay.
now what you say?
So, yeah, if you were a Zeta 2 years before, she was a Delta, and now it's 50.
Right, I never knew she was a Delta until a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, I don't deal in that stuff.
Oh, okay.
You do what you want to do. We might not be the largest, but we're the best.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
know that.
Yes, ma'am. So, what would you tell younger sorors that are now coming in with Zeta reaching 100 years? What would be your advice to them as final women? Take your time. You like how I cook that? Whew. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna make it that spicy next time.
I just don't like spicy food. Real hot. My advice to them would be to make up your own mind. If you have a friend who decides to do it another way, if it's a true friendship, it doesn't matter what sorority we're in. We stand for finer womanhood. Be that. Be true to yourself, be true to Zeta, and be true to God. And you'll be, okay.
All right, well,
Okay.
thank you so much, Shanti. Dolores West Alexander, everybody. Go Mob.